Hello, it's John and Patch, and yes, I'm in shorts. It's Thursday and it is much nicer weather today. Wow, really beautiful. So we visited 3 places yesterday, and actually 4 if you count the Ring of Brodgar and the Stones of Stromness. So today we're going to take it more easy. We had a run this morning, so there's our camper van just there. We had a run this morning following the coastline, and we went all the way through town and past the ferry port and then back. It looks really far on camera, but Stromness is really quite small. I can't wait to show you there because I'll take you in for a wee walk, because the town is so beautiful and it has not cobbled streets. They're like flagstones, which is just wonderful to see. And there's a boat, a little fishing boat going out for the day. And Patch and I are going to spend some time sitting in the campsite. So today's really a day of rest. Yeah, I know, I'm not always amazing at rest, but I'm getting better, I'm learning. And after dropping my GoPro on my toe yesterday, is like, I think this is a sign, on the right toe as well, it's a sign for me to not rush so much and keep pushing. So I may or may not go back to the Ring of Brodgar today. Wait and see how I feel. But one thing's for sure, I'm going to rest and enjoy the beauty of this beautiful place. And we'll take you guys with us, won't we, Patch? Okay, buddy, let's go. I'm going back to get some coffee. So Patch and I are just sat outside enjoying some coffee, and look what drives by our campsite. It's the same ferry that we're taking tomorrow, the North Link ferry from Scabster in, is that right? Scrabster Scrabster near Thurso, the north tip of Scotland, to Stromness here in Orkney. I love the way it comes so close, and I don't know if you can tell, but as it turns to starboard towards us around to the right, it leans right over. So this side of it, I don't know if you can really tell, is maybe the back, the stern goes past. You can just see it leaning over. It's so cool. It is really, really hot. Compared to yesterday, it's a big contrast. Looking forward to the ferry tomorrow, not so looking forward to the time. It's at 6:30 a.m, so it'll be a really early start to get on board. It's certainly early compared to the last couple of mornings here. I've been getting up at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. I know, it's crazy, right? It's like I'm on holiday. But yeah, really beautiful. And I also noticed that that the shops don't open until 10 a.m. every day, and my guess is that's because of the ferries when they arrive, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Patch is enjoying the sunshine, and I'm sure we'll be sharing more of today. Beautiful Orkney. Okay, I seem to have my selfie stick working. We going this way? Come on, Patch. So we're going to take a wee walk into the town, which is lovely. And it's been a really slow start to the day. We just did breakfast and a run and a sunbathe. And then for a little lunchtime walk. Hi there. Just stopping to take this in. And I love the name of the town, Stromness, because it sounds a lot like Stormness. And you can see this place has had many storms. And I haven't figured out, you think I'd be getting used to this, but I haven't figured out yet today exactly what I'll do. But what I do know is I was guided to head into town and to just be around other people with Patch. So right now I'm using a really cheap little selfie stick. Let me say hello. Hello. It is warm. It's actually too warm for this top, but I was sat outside without sun cream, and it was burning my neck. So this is helpful to shield me. Yeah, the selfie stick does kind of sideways stabilization when I remember to charge it. Otherwise, it just kind of sits and wobbles. Oh, there's people going in and swimming. Wow. I thought I saw them earlier. They're so brave. They're just to the right, under that big building in our view. So this is where Patch and I went for our run this morning. So I can't say that I know a huge amount about the town. But what I can say is it's very beautiful, and the shops, etc., didn't open till 10 a.m. So even though I was running about 15 minutes past 9, or 9:15 as we call it, the town was very quiet. Just listen to the water, and it's so clear here, so beautiful. It feels so funny taking a selfie stick and recording. Wow, this home is built out of, it's like dry stone mainly. Look at this. So this wall here, this is almost exactly the same as the one in the campsite behind me. So it's just this flat slate stone, which is naturally occurring. I might be wrong, it could be a sedimentary rock. And then you get to see, excuse me, I just swallowed a fly. Sorry, fly. That'll be my breakfast. This house is mainly, okay, there is some mortar, it looks like lime mortar. Because what was interesting about the wall behind our camper van is it looks like some camper vans reversed into it before, and it's kind of pushed and bent the wall, so bent the stones away. And here's a wall being built. Very cool. A really thick one too. I feel in a past life I've built stone walls, so that's really cool. Let's head over and see the view over here. Wow, it is baking. Just after Patch and I sat outside for the first time in our trip, one of the first times in the summer as well, the rain started. It was like, oh no. And I was just starting to prepare for stuff, like to bring stuff in, and someone was passing by, and I just said, I said to them, oh, I hope this rain stops, and they say, yeah, don't worry, it'll come and go really fast. So that was good news, and it did, and it was lovely to get someone else's thoughts on the weather, on the, just their reactions to this incredible weather. Wow, it's just beautiful. I suspect many more people would live here if the weather was always like this. Hi. Wow. There's a seagull. I would say, on average, the seagulls are pretty friendly here. There's definitely a tameness to the animals. And there's a cannon here. Let's take a wee look. Hide it. Let's take a wee look up here. Welcome to Orkney. Are there any signs about it? There is a gun view sign earlier. I'm not sure what it's for. Oh, there's a wee sign there about the cannon on the wall, which take a look. I just want to take a look at this view. Hang on a sec, because Patches spun me around. Wow. I'm going to have to take my cardio off because it's so hot. And there's a wee sailing boat. It looks like a laser sailing boat. It's getting ready to go out. It's not a lot of wind, but it's very, very flat. Very calm. Okay, Patch. Yeah, let's take a look at this sign and see what it says about the cannon. It says, reputed to have been salvaged from the American privateer Liberty in 1813, was used to fire a salute to the Hudson's Bay Company's ships. Wow, so it's literally like welcome. So when I said welcome to Orkney, that's exactly what it's for. So here, this is you enter the main street. Look at this. Isn't this just majestic? And these are benches, I guess, for sitting and admiring the view. And there's some funny road names. Not these ones. Ness Road and Southend. Oh, I love look at the seahorses on the gates. That's lovely. Come on, Patch. One of my most vivid memories when I visited, I can't remember if it was here, it could have been in Kirkwall, which is the capital, or even in Shetland, because they all kind of merged together. But when I was here 32 years ago, oh, there's so well down here. The amazing thing was they'd have like sheep just wandering around the streets, which is lovely. So this is there watered here the Hudson Bay Coys ships 1670 to 1891. Captain Cook's vessels Resolution and Discovery is 1780. And Sir John Franklin's ships Erebus and Terror on Arctic exploration 1845. Also the Merchant Ness. Here comes a car patch. Well used. And then I can't quite read the rest. We have a wee look down here. So this is the well here, actually. Oh, you guys can't see it. Neither can I, but I can just see a glimpse. There's a glimpse of water down there. Wow. Very cool. Logan's Inn, birthplace of Sir John Logan, 1809 to 1863, guardian of the Dalip Singh, deposed Mahari of the Punjab. Wow. Let me know if you have ancestry or past life memories of this place. It's very quiet. It kind of makes me want to whisper. Just wonderful, and such an honour to bring you along here. Is this a wee slipway down here? Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. See down to the sea. Beautiful. And a wee boat. And here's the museum. I don't think it allows dogs. That looks really cool. Come in and see Hugh Miller's fossil, Island Ingenuity, Scapa Flow, Scarabray, Budo. That Budo is interesting. Dating circa 2900 to 2400 BC. It's just one of a handful of known human figurines from the whole of the British Neolithic and era, and is exceptionally rare. It was discovered in Scarabray by William G. the 1850s or early 1860s. Wow. Alfred Street. I don't know if we passed, there's a street called something like Hellbound or something. Wow, it's so quiet. I feel like I'm in Spain and it's the siesta. I suspect we're just between ferry traffic. So this is the area that you're not allowed to, or you're not meant to, certainly drive camper vans through. I can see why. Let's look up. I love that old, that saying, you know, to really appreciate a place, always look up. Sometimes I forget. Ray's clothes. Very cool. There's a car coming, so we just let them past. That's your bench. Hello. Here's a cat. It's a patch cat. Black and white. Seems very tame. Hello, Mr. Cat. Meow. So it must be close to the harbour now. You can see there's a slipway there. Hi. So this is where we'll be heading down tomorrow morning. We have to be here for 5:30 a.m. So that would mean getting here or getting up maybe 4:30. I think I get up at 4 a.m. I'd much rather be tired than late. Plus I don't really know what happens if you if you miss your ferry. Don't know if you have to pay another £100 to get on the next one. I love all these side streets. Just magical. Wow. You can see down to the sea. I could definitely do this as full-time job. It's a lot of fun. Come on, Patch. Patch enjoys it too. We're going to sell Orkney ice cream here. I did have, if you saw yesterday's video, where I visited an honesty box. I think it's called like a tiffin cake, and it was just beautiful. I ate it like it was, I don't know, water. And I would describe when someone makes something with love that you feel it, you feel the energy of it, and that's exactly how it felt. Beautiful homemaking, a very good price. So I'm glad that I gave them a tip as well as paying for it. And it says here, home of Eliza Fraser, who in 1836 survived shipwreck on the Great Barrier Reef and captured by Aborigines to become a legendary figure in Australian history. Wow. Eliza Fraser. Wonderful. Some beautiful art as well. Wow. Love the lighthouses. And these colours, look at the colours of the sea. Beautiful. And this is a £1,000 car rally. That's so cool. I love that they have that. I don't know where they have it, but I love that someone has a budget car rally. It's so cool. Wow, check it out. A little window up at the top. Some places to eat. It's very tempting to eat here, but I've got so much food. Always bring far too much food. Don't know how that works. I think I always bring a little bit too much just in case, and then you end up having far too much to eat. Let's look at them. Grand Place. Oh look, it's a book about dragon tales. I feel like I recognise this book. That's so cool. Stories from around the world. Oh, I'll have to look that up. And Scottish folk and fairy tales. Lovely. Norse myths of Odin, Thor, and Loki. Wow. Come on, Patch. Atlas of Imagined Islands. It's beautiful. We just passed an old barometer there. It's been a while since I looked at any barometers. There's a waterfront gallery. Some whales. It's lovely. Oh, healing and card readings. Where are you now? Old focus, new focus, distractions, and helping. That's lovely. I love the art as well. It was the first and only bit of graffiti I've seen. Community fridge and refillery. And there's a dog up in the window. It's very cute. We'll be close to the harbour now. I am roasting. Orkney cats. I love it, like the Lyrons. A little bit of a breeze now. There's another church just peeking through. Must admit, it's good for your wrist strength, this holding a selfie stick for 20 odd minutes. And there's some more. There's jewellery. Yeah, I think my wife would love it here if I could convince her to come all the way up here. Chinese takeaway, authentic Chinese takeaway. Well, let's have a look at the menu. Crispy duck. I'm pescatarian at the moment, so I eat some fish and then vegetables. Beautiful. Pharmacy and the Royal Hotel, which has a bar. Don't know if they do food or not. It looks very fancy. Brown self-catering. Oh, I love the old typewriter. Till. It reminds me, just before I had my first computer, I had a typewriter, an electric typewriter in my home. The post office, which doesn't look in use anymore. Wow, somebody at tapestry here as well. Oh, look, some runes. Oops, I'm falling down the curb. Some runes on those. Arcadia cuts. Come on, Patch. Hair dressing. I keep getting hassled by a fly. Up here. Bistro takeaway. Oh, looks lovely actually. Sit-in meals available. Do a range of different cafe food. Ooh, look at the Stromness Hotel, look at this. Fancy. And the Flatty Bar. I wonder why it's called that. Maybe because it has a flat roof. And there's the harbour. So we look down here. If it took us 24 minutes to get here, I don't think we'll be spending. We'll be walking much further before we head back. Wow. But I wanted to share with you the walk-in with some of the fishing boats. They have quite a few fishing boats here. Cockwall, Boy Danny. So that's from Orkney as well. These look like lobster fishing boats. And there's a big lifeboat over there, and some of the faster, bigger fishing boats. This way, Patch. Come, buddy. Come on. Patch likes it. And this is called Leviathan. It does seafood, Orkney beef, and Orkney pork. Wow, it's a lot of produce. It's called Leviathan International. It has an orca on the top. It's so cool. And then over straight ahead, where you can see the lorries, the white lorry in the distance, that's where the ferry terminal is. So I think we're going to head back. Just go up to here and turn around. I wish I'd worn my hat. There's a fly buzzing me the whole time. At least it's enjoying itself. Yeah, this is a beautiful old boat. This one, the Comet, it's called. And there was another boat. I think it was the one with the two hulls over here. It was going really, really fast. My guess about 15 knots. Not sure what that is in miles per hour. Is it maybe 18 to 20 miles an hour? Wonderful. And you do see seals. Sometimes I've seen a couple nearby, and often they'll follow the fishing boats in and pick up what the fishing boats leave behind. Beautiful. So Patch and I are enjoying the sea breeze here. It's nice. There's not much breeze as you go through the town, but it's really stunning. Lovely people. You can kind of guess who's visiting and who lives here. Yeah, this looks like, look at this boat over here. I was talking about speedy ones. Let's see, look at this wee boat here. So it's called Malarney. I might be saying that wrong because I can't see all the shape of the letters. But let's have a look around the back and see how big its engines are, because it looks like it's really fast. So twin 25 horsepower. So 50 horsepower. Wow. Twin's a really good idea. It's a lot for a wee boat. It would go very fast. But I guess the price of engines over the years has come down. I think it was just one 25 horsepower engine we had when I was a kid. We had a little motorboat. And this thing here must be the walkway to the ferry for foot passengers, which makes sense to me. Oh, there's an Arctic Explorer. Let's go and take a look. Dr. John Ray, 1813 to 1893. He was an Arctic explorer from 1846 to 1845. And Dr. John Ray was born in Orkney at the Hall of Slestrin, and he became an explorer with the Hudson's Bay Company, learning from native people how to survive in the Canadian Arctic. And he led 3 of 4 expeditions in which he took part, travelling 3,644 miles on foot and 6,700 miles by boat, tracing 1,765 miles of unknown Arctic coastline. In 1854, he discovered Ray's Strait in the last link in the first navigable Northwest Passage between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Demise of the ill-fated Franklin expedition, and this was unveiled on the 200th anniversary of his birth.
Tony, come and see this.
Oh, beautiful. Come on, Pitch. You feeling hot? Amazing. Come on, buddy, we'll keep an eye out for water bowls if you're feeling a bit hot. You did just drink a lot of water before we came out. We'll let this bike by, Pitch. Here we go. So yeah, I must keep an eye out. So the post office up here, I just saw a spirit was asking help to move on from the upstairs, so that's what I did, and just allowed it to move on to the light. Come on, Patch. Let's find some. Come on, buddy. Why are you fighting me? So, the question is, this is Boys Lane. The question is, do we just head back, maybe get some lunch, and then head out to the Ring of Bodger, or not? It's a lovely challenge to have. I don't know how many places there are to eat here for dinner. I suspect there's certainly a handful. It's like a lovely takeaway. Tuesday to Thursday, Friday to Sunday. There's a lot of things closed Mondays. And keeping an eye out for a dog ball. It's hard to know. Sometimes Patch is just going slow because he wants to stop and sniff, like just now. Orkney Sporting Goods. And there's a town nearby with the name of a Scottish swear word, which seems to be, you seem to have to buy like postcards and pictures of it because it's obviously very popular, and I'm sure a lot of people go in front of the signs. Oh, so it's a cat rescue, I think. Hopefully. Come on, Patch. I must admit, I didn't really think what a cat rescue would be. Lovely. Come on, buddy. Come on. Why are you dragging? Sorry. It's got a good sniff. Come on. Come on then. You've had a good sniff. Almost looks like a wee ferry. There are other little ferries that go to other places nearby, which is lovely. Community fridge. Come on, you. And refill it. Stop dragging so much. He's so funny. So Patch did get a choice of offer of water, but he decided not to. I suspect this is what's difficult, as you saw the car there squeeze through. This is difficult to get your motorhome through. I suspect all of it's quite difficult to get your motorhome through. Which is why it's good to drive around the outside of the town. Come on then. In case you're wondering why I was asking Patch to stop stopping, is because it's not because he's dragging, it's because he just wants to stop and sniff the whole time. I think he's hot as well. Are you hot as well, Patch? Khyber Pass. Sounds historical. Very cool. Here's the budget rally car again. Keeping nice and warm. I wonder how you keep the budget under £1,000. So yes, you could perpetually spend £1,000 on it, keeping it running. I guess any car is like that, right? Maybe there is a running cost limit. I don't know. Or maybe it's how much it would sell for. I don't know. You could just paint it yellow because people buy less yellow cars. Yes, here's that funny named road. It's called, I thought it was called Hellhole Road, but it's Helly Hole Road. It's still pretty funny. I wonder if it's called Helly Hole. It's a really interesting name when you think about it. Hell Hole. Dundas Street, Alfred Street. It's funny because it all feels like one street. I'll just wait here for a moment, Patch, and let the car pass. There's a paper printing. Prints made by hand. Wow. That's very cool. Also looking for a bin. I was about to say that Patch had picked up his pace, but not quite yet. Come on, you. Come on. It's love when you go back and you know the same route but a different way, and you see everything from a different perspective, like this little cottage here, or it could also be a shop. Ray's close. An Arctic explorer. Ah, so this is Dr. John Ray. Lovely. Guess that's where he lived. And Ray's close. Okay, we're back at the sea. It was funny, it just passed, we should say past us, a motorbike, and the guy was wearing a helmet with it's like a giant rabbit's head. Come Patch, the car coming down, we'll have to come up on the grass. So that was funny. I've never seen a motorbike helmet covered with a giant rabbit's head. Very cool. Remind me of the movie Johnny Darko. Right, come on, Patch. It's a wee bit of a walk. And I have noticed in the last, I would guess 2 weeks, my hips have been aching a wee bit just on the outside, and muscular, and I keep wondering why it is. I've been doing some more hip exercises to loosen up more, and what it feels like, it's all about birthing new ideas, and just feels like I'm going through an expansion. Patch is literally in heaven. And I wonder if for the dogs that, since he ran along here and then walked and I was walking back, that he's scented like 1,000 times, that the other dogs are interacting with his scent as well, to like recognize him. There's a couple of boats come in that look like leisure boats. Of course, they might not be from this harbour, they may be visiting. Two very similar looking boats. They could be out fishing. I wonder what they've been doing today. Let me just shout hello. And there's people in swimming. Wow. Looks like a lot of fun. One of my challenges is I really need company to look after Patch as soon as with the separation anxiety, as soon as you leave him for a few minutes, he just starts barking. Even if I was to tie him up to the shoreline, he would just bark at me as soon as there's too much distance. Okay, so just realised what these are. It's taken me a while. These are saunas, these two orange boxes. So it's a hot and cold therapy, contrast therapy. So you get nice and hot in your sauna, and then you go into the freezing cold Atlantic Ocean. I feel it's not that cold. Oh, that would be so much fun. Do you think you would try it, Patch? I would try it for sure. It'd be a lot of fun. Earlier I was talking about a little motorboat with that my father bought when I must have been somewhere between the age of 5 and 10. And it's very similar to this one here. It didn't have 70 horsepower motor on the back. More similar to this one over here. So the little white one. It was 16 foot in length, I think. And as you saw in that one, it just had a cabin and two little bunks. But I remember feeling quite sick sometimes when we're bashing through the waves, and my dad would either recommend that I look at the horizon or eat some Kendal mint cake. Go below and eat some food. And I must admit, it really put me off Kendal mint cake. Often it had been there for a long, long time. And a wee tour of the Point of Ness campsite. These are the bins and recycling, which are all very fancy and new. It's the welcome sign, speed limit 5 minutes. So you can get, wow, there's a pitch there. You can get, there's pitches with electric and without. I went for one with. We're in the peak of summer, right, in July, and it was £87 for 3 nights. And my guess is that it was more expensive for less nights, which, I mean, I might have just made an error, but that seems to be the case. And then this is where the water point is for filling up your camper van or motorhome. Just look at these beautiful views. They're stunning. And it's maybe not super clear that there's really wraparound views. There's the chemical toilet waste. I don't think it has showers here. I could be wrong. This is the office. There's toilets, phone, washing. And they've just put that bunting up, which is very nice. And then if we just head down this way and do a bit of a loop, there's a mix of people camping in tents. It's like a bike shed that you can lock. And we even saw some people in little bivvy bags, so little sleeping bags that you can sleep outside and overnight. There's a wee hood to keep your head dry. And so these are some of the pictures here. These are 4, 5, 6, 7, so these are the lower numbers. I feel these would likely be the best ones. You get a real wraparound view. Look at this. The campsite was full yesterday, so I don't know if it just empties during the day and people then move on. There's a fishing boat coming in. You get to choose during booking what your pitch is, but I'm not sure if they give you a map until after you've booked. So Patch and I are up at the very back. And although you might get storms here, well, you do get storms here, but the water isn't super deep. Now you can get a storm surge, and you can have a high tide or like a spring tide, and so that can make things, I know from being in Scotland and living down at the sea, this kind of level close to sea, it can cause problems. But I feel, unless there's, just like any other campsite, unless there's, some big storm warning, it was unsafe to travel there, I'd still feel safe here. And there's also nothing to fall on you. There's no trees. There's no big posts or anything that's gonna fall on top of you, which is great. And then this area here, so I've seen other YouTubers visit here when they've done like a rally and use this area. And then the other side of the cones is where people seem to come and park. So they just drive all the way in and use it like a public car park, and then they typically go for a walk down to the right, down the seaside walk, which Patch and I have been doing each day. And a lot of beautiful grass, really well kept. They had a whole team of guys coming earlier doing the grass. And then this is where we're camped. It must be hot in the van because both of my roof vents have opened, and that's 26 degrees Celsius that they open at. So I know at some point it's been that sort of heat. And I was just going to show you, I'm sure this wasn't me. it's not the shape of my van. But yeah, I was going to show you how some of the wall here has been pushed back by vehicles, I'm guessing reversing into it, whereas all the rest of the wall looks fine. So my guess is though that you can just push it all back in or rebuild it, which is fantastic. And look at this view, it is just to die for. And that's where people will be firing their golf balls. There's a little red flag here, there's a lighthouse down there. Very bright at night, make sure you bring your blackout blinds. So Patch and I are going to go in, have a little rest, charge things up, including ourselves, and then we'll think about going to visit the stones again. Alright, thank you for Patch and I, sending by.